So just say your name first.
Billy Hancock, Billyllyhancock, Sheriff, Crisp County, Georgia.
Okay. So a terrible time for the department this week. Just how long had he been with the department?
We hired Deputy Tyee Browne back in February of 2022. Mm-hmm. Somewhere around September 2022, he went to the academy and graduated with great accommodations out of the basic mandate academy. So he'd been on the road as a certified deputy for about 10 months Wednesday morning when he met the evil that lurks out there at night while they're on patrol.
Just, I know he was loved by the community, loved by his department. Just
yeah.
What kind of person was
Tyee was an exceptional young man. He'd come to us. He'd spent some time in the Army National Guard, and he transferred out of there and started full-time with us. And he just had that old school mentality. I've heard that said a couple of times this week, that Tyee loved his community, loved his job that he was doing. He would walk in that back door, and if I was in the hallway or something, he would stop and come to attention and give me a salute. And what do I need to do to be better, Sheriff? And he just always was working to better himself, better the agency. We saw him spending time with people in the community, getting out of his, he was what everybody wants as a deputy sheriff. Just had nobody around here that didn't like Tyee.
So sad. And I mean, I can't imagine what it's been like, the department, since this happened. What has been the mood?
You know, it changed us when that call came out Wednesday morning about 3:40 a.m. It's no secret to the people of my community. I sleep, if it's sleep, with the radio on. And I heard that initial traffic when they told him to use caution, that the subject was wanted out of Houston County for a series of burglaries, and weapons had been stole whenever he was, you know, in that burglary. So the next traffic I heard was a sudden, you know, officer down, officer down, officer down by the second officer that had arrived on that scene. And I knew it was tragic. The second officer was saying he was doing CPR, but I didn't realize just how evil this man was. This deputy had done everything that he was supposed to, everything that he was trained to do, and then all of a sudden this man who is out on parole, who's out on probation, decides that he doesn't want to go back to jail. So he murders my 26-year-old deputy. And that's all you can say. It was a murder. You know, and then if he'd have been able to, I think he'd have shot the second deputy that was arriving, because he put that gun down and got a long rifle and was trying to figure out a way that he could take him out before he jumped in the patrol car and took off.
So tragic. You have so little time to react when stuff like that happens. You don't know what to shoot.
Right, and this guy had planned it. So we were working on reaction. So, you know, I saw a community come together quick. I saw EMTs and paramedics give everything they had. I saw hospital employees work till they were physically sick trying to save that young man. And now I see his partners that are on the shift with him unable to cope, having trouble. I see the deputies that met him in swapping of shift and everything having problems. But I see a community that's rallying behind this agency and telling these people that he died a hero, that he died doing what he wanted to do and died doing something for another person. And that to me is the hero. It's not the guy that gets paid big money to play baseball or football or anything. It's that person that was making $42,000 a year and going to work every day to do something good for other people.
It's awful. So, I don't know, that was pretty good. I know this is a dangerous job, and every day when you come to work, you put your life in your hands, and you know, for a lot of money. But
they do. They put their life in their hands every day. They never know if they're coming home. When you and I are probably home having Christmas, they're having Christmas in a squad room. They miss holidays. They miss birthdays. And they do it all for somebody else. And I think I think that's what my community's seeing now, and my community is rallying around. We're going to honor him in the next 3 days with a visitation, with a wonderful service, I think. And, the deputies and sheriffs from all around the state leaders that have called me, Governor Kemp offering any support that we need. I'm just proud of what his reputation will be, and how he handled himself that morning, that he didn't tarnish anything, and he lived up to be that hero.
Well, maybe God needed him in heaven. Maybe.
He certainly got a servant. He did. He really did. That boy was nothing but about serving people, from the Army National Guard to the sheriff's office.
I'm so sorry. Anything else you'd like to say about?
I just think, as we see people put bows on businesses, and their opportunity to line the streets Monday when we do a procession from the fairgrounds here in Cordele down 16th Avenue to the church, that's a time to say his parents who doesn't live in this community that we appreciate your son, and I hope they step up, and I hope they become Crisp County strong, as I know they will be, and I hope they show up and show out.
Think of anything, Harold?
I think we're good. I think you covered it.
So sorry to have to
Yeah.
really bring up stuff, but people, it's not about me and the camera, it's people out there want to know.
And that's why we wanted to tell you today about Tyee Browne. We want you to know about Tyee. We're not worried about the guy that was on parole and probation and shouldn't have been out. We don't need to talk about him. His name don't ever need to be mentioned again. But we need to figure out how we can stop people like that from getting back on our streets and taking innocent lives, whether it be a law enforcement officer or a family member.
He shouldn't have been out of jail. Okay, well, anything else?
I'm good. I appreciate you. Thank you for putting our message out.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, people just want to know how you're coping and how the department's coping, and so. But anyway, thank you for
No,
setting
thank you.
this up.
Of course. Yes, sir.
and
Thank you.
talking
Yes,
to
sir.
us.
We always appreciate you and how respectful you are. Thank you.
Absolutely.
That's right. We go back a long way.
We do.
Yes, sir.
And it's good that